Hi, I'm Rhonda Longmar, and my son Tiger was a senior in the first year of the Evolutions program. We were intrigued, especially by the idea of interdisciplinary learning. We looked at Evolutions as a way for him to have more of an opportunity for experiential learning, which would allow him to learn while also building a different skill set. And boy, did Evolutions deliver. The projects he worked on allowed him to develop critical thinking skills, analytical abilities, self-responsibility, collaboration, and leadership abilities. The work was no less challenging. In fact, I believe it was more rigorous, given the breadth and depth of learning he achieved across all subjects. In many ways, his learning was more relevant to today's changing world. Teamwork, working with peers, project management, and leadership are all skills that need to be practiced, not just studied. Evolutions allowed for this development. The Evolutions program created an opportunity for an environment of higher learning. Much like college, the teachers dedicated to the program were more engaged with the students, offering guidance and insight and encouragement versus the kind of learning achieved in a typical classroom. Tiger learned to appreciate and love learning. Even when he was sick, he wanted to go to school. When have you ever known that to happen with your kids? Evolutions changed Tiger's life. Experiencing something new and different gave him the confidence to, as he put it, get off the train. Tiger's Evolution experience was phenomenal. Give it a try. It's just 1 year of learning that has the ability to create a positive approach for a lifetime of future learning.
Hi, my name is Gina Solomon, and my daughter Nell was an Evolution student during her junior year in high school. I was actually really excited when Nell expressed an interest in Evolutions, and that's partially because I'm the product of an interdisciplinary educational program that really impacted the way that I think and I learn. So I was excited to have my daughter have the opportunity to experience a similar type of learning. What I didn't realize at the time was how much of a supportive and wonderful community the Evolutions program would become and how much that community meant to my daughter. I think during high school, Nell's greatest growth from an educational standpoint really came during her junior year and is a direct result of not only the Evolutions program, but the people in the program. As an Evolution student, Nell discovered a completely different way of learning and interacting with both her peers and her teachers that really made the educational experience much more meaningful for her. While she's always been a very expressive and diligent student, Evolutions really served to amplify those characteristics while also making her much more confident in her talents, the talents of her peers, as well as the power of teamwork. She is now much more willing and able, actually, to step out of her comfort zone, to analyze information and situations much more critically, and to ask hard and meaningful questions about the subjects that she's tackling. She's fully embraced the idea that deep research and making connections between sometimes very seemingly disparate pieces of information is a much more lasting form of learning than the rote memorization that can be a form of more traditional educational approaches. In short, I think that Evolutions really helped Nell to become a much more engaged learner and a stronger peer advocate. Her experience in Evolutions has made her a far more critical consumer of education and learning. And I think that we experienced this during her college application process. She thought far more deeply about the schools that she was applying to and how they would reinforce the style of learning that she had really come to embrace as a part of the Evolutions program. Evolutions also gave her experiences and topics that she could discuss passionately in both her essays as well as during her interviews. As a family, our experience with Evolutions was so overwhelmingly positive. My only regret is that my older son, who's currently in college, didn't have the opportunity to participate because I think he would have benefited just as much as my daughter did. To those parents that are considering Evolutions, I wholeheartedly recommend that you reach out to the Evolutions community, whether it's current and former students, the administration, parents, teachers, to really learn about how the experience shaped them, because I think that there are lots of different ways that it has shaped that community, and I think you'll be very pleasantly surprised. Thank you.